going on, everybody? Z here. Welcome back to some more Satisfactory. So it is finally time, and I am excited to get working on the trains. Now, this is going to be an ongoing project. This is actually the project that I am most looking forward to in this playthrough of Satisfactory. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. Now, hold on. I need to change the name of these. Is this the one that goes all the way up? Is this my all the way up C1? Yes, it is. Okay. So today we are going to be starting. We're gonna be doing the beginnings of our train track. We're gonna get some things laid out, and like I said, this is gonna be like a huge ongoing thing, because I actually kind of want to have like, so I want to not necessarily overcomplicate things, but I want to make a semi-complicated network of train stuff, because I just think that it just sounds fun, it sounds exciting, and I want to check it out. Now, we are going to have to start with some basics, and then we're going to build on from that. So the first thing that we need to do is we actually need to go ahead and we need to set up, so like this is going to be our grand spaghetti station right here. It's going to be at this height, and then I think we're going to try to come up with some kind of like standard for the track layout, the materials, and the design of the track. I think that's going to be coming up in the future stuff, because I think I want to use some concrete stuff, and I don't have enough stuff for that. But we need to get our electricity or electronic stuff going, because we have stuff way over there, and I need it brought over here. So we need to go ahead and get a train set up, at least bringing those over. And then from there, we can play with the new things. So, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. If you do, like, subscribe, all the fun things. Make sure you hit the bell icon to be notified of future videos, because, like I said, this is going to be an ongoing thing. And this, like I said, the train stuff is what I'm the most excited about. So what do we need first? Empty platform with catwalk. Oh, what does that look like? Floor is too steep, must be placed in line with another train platform. Okay, so we have to have a train station to start with, my guess. So let's go ahead, 8 computers. Let's see if I even have that right now. I don't know that I do, actually. Let's go see. Okay, so what did we have being made here? Tell me it's computers. Okay, we got frames. Computers? Are you computers? Tell me your computers. Yes! Okay, we've got computers, so we can begin the stuff. We can begin the stuff. I know, it's super explanatory. Let's just pop over here and jump down here, and we're probably gonna need some more platforms and stuff like that. And like I said, we're gonna try to come up with some kind of uniform thing. That is not what I want. I want this. I want a train station. Oh wow. Okay, so those are in the way. Train stations are significantly bigger than I thought they were gonna be. Floor is too steep. Okay, so we're gonna need to go ahead and add some more of these. Okay, so now, so let's go ahead and take a peek at this guy. So here's our actual station. Oh my gosh, this thing is huge. Wow. And then it has a catwalk too, huh? So I'm actually kind of curious about this catwalk. Ooh. I really like this. We might have to try to keep, I wonder if we could try to keep this catwalk through like out the entire build. That would be kind of tedious, but at the same time it'd be kind of cool. Okay, and then we need to figure out like, oh my gosh, we gotta, this whole side over here is gonna have to be built up to support our train network. Yeah, holy moly. Okay, so I went ahead and I expanded this platform out here, so we have a little bit of area to work with, because like I said, this is gonna become our grand spaghetti station. Now, I don't know how many trains we're gonna have like in total running through here, but we are gonna have at least, you know, we're gonna have the one to start with. So what I'm thinking is that this right here should probably be towards the front. Well, I guess it actually doesn't have to be to the front, because this is where the train itself is going to stop. This is where the locomotive is going to stop. And so let's go ahead and do this. Let's move it up a little bit here. Let's maybe get it to like right, I don't know, maybe like right in here. So we'll get that guy right there. Nothing super crazy. Oh, I kind of wish that would be centered on oh, I really want that to be centered on the platform. Hold on, we got to make this. I can't. We can't have it like that. Okay, so let's have it centered like that on 2 platforms. So it hangs over a little bit. That's fine. Okay, so how this is going to work is let's go ahead and let's get a freight platform. Let's go ahead and attach that there. And let's kind of see how this looks here. Because my idea was to run the outputs up and over the top and then down into these crates like that. So we're going to have essentially elevators going whoop over that way. Something like that. FICSIT 20 ton. Oh man, this is just so cool. I am so excited to get into this train stuff. Oh, you have no idea. So we have that one there. And then we've got empty platform with a catwalk railway. We also have block signals, path signals. Those all look good. I like that. But now we need to kind of figure out how we're going to get... Essentially, this first one just needs to go over there. So what I want to do is I kind of want to build a pathway over there, but I want to be using the materials that I want to use. I want to go ahead and I want to use concrete. Because I think concrete's just going to look nicer. Let's go see if we have any tickets. Because I'm not 100% sure, but I thought concrete platforms. FICSIT roofs, structural beams, foundations, double ramp. Customizer. Oh, we already have concrete foundation material. Okay, so... That's a double ramp. I don't want a ramp. I want just a foundation. But I want it to be... Because I'm thinking we're going to use like these quarter pipes on the edges. And then put the catwalk like right there. That might be what we do here. Let's see here. And then, I mean, I guess we could pop out the customizer. Materials. We want concrete foundations. Okay, yeah, I think that's gonna look okay. Let's go over here and let's check this out, because we got to figure out the material that we're gonna be using for the actual track and how we're gonna have this laid out. Let me play with this to figure this out. Okay, so here's our foundations. These are our foundations going off of here, and you see how they're concrete. I am gonna use the thicker foundation concrete here because I think that's just gonna look a little bit better. And then what I'm thinking is possibly running something like this. Now, that's going to be enough for one. So I'm actually thinking, you know what? We're actually going to need probably 3. Because I think what we're going to do is I think we're going to run 2 lines going everywhere. Is this going to be enough space? Ooh, we're going to actually have to have 4, aren't we? Because if I run 1 line here, let's say that the train requires 2 foundations width to not collide. And then 1 here, 2 foundations width to not collide. And then we run something like this. And then these are obviously going to be concrete as well. Something like that. And then we're going to need something kind of up here. It needs to flatten out. I was thinking the quarter pipe would be good, but... How is the quarter pipe actually going to look here? Let's see. How does that look? I want to do concrete on this. Can I do concrete on this? I can't do concrete on this guy? Huh. Okay, well that answers that question. We're not gonna be able to do concrete on the quarter pipe. That's really weird. I wonder if there's like a... I wonder if I'm like missing something for that then, or what's going on with that. Okay, so then since we can't do that, we're gonna have to go with this. So let me just go ahead and copy this guy. And then run it like that. And then I'm thinking that's what it's gonna be like on both sides. So, I mean, you can see that this support structure that we're gonna be running across the map, it's a fairly large support structure here. But what I'm thinking is that we can run... So if we do some railway here... So that would give us enough room, I think, for 2 trains to go right past each other. Now, I know these are not completely lined up with it, and that's okay. We'll figure that out. But I'm trying to get like the layout here. So if we run it something like that, I do like that walkway like right there. but I don't know if that's something that we're going to be able to continue out. I mean, it kind of does, but it's not quite the right. It's not the right thing. If that makes sense. It's not quite the right thing. Now we could, I mean, it could go on here. All right, so we got some ideas here, and this is, I kind of think what we're gonna do. Now we're not gonna just start off with all of this like all at the same time, but kind of a rough idea here of what we got going on. Now I didn't come up with this like completely on my own. I saw something similar on my server when we were playing, when we were doing the shenanigans server, and I really liked it. So I'm kind of going off of that. I don't know if it's like, I don't think I copied it, but like maybe I got it. I definitely got inspiration from it. So yeah, if you made this in the server, awesome, thank you. But essentially what we have here is we have like this walkway. So if we need to walk, we can. We have access to the rails here, and then we're also going to have our hypertube network running here, and we can also have our power network running here. Now, the thing that's nice about trains is that they move power, but our hypertubes might need power, because if we start coming into some like cross sections or whatever, to where if we need to stop here and like say go this way on this side, we can take this catwalk over here and we can have an entrance to another hypertube going like, you know, a different direction, if you will. So I am going to run power lines on these like this, but I think for starting purposes, this is kind of what we're looking at here. Now, I don't know if I want to run 4 foundations everywhere quite yet. I think I'm just going to stick with the 2 for now to get this one line up and running. Like I said, so we can get our electronic stuff made, computers and what is it, circuit boards and whatnot, plastic, all that stuff being brought over here. But this is kind of what we're looking at. Now, the underneath is going to be a whole nother thing, because we're going to have to use pillars and beams and stuff like that to make it look like it's not floating. But I'm not super worried about that yet. And yeah, I'm not super worried about that yet. So if we need to, we can always still, we can still go, you know, up and down and left and right. We can turn and stuff like that. So this should be kind of our template that we're going to use. Now, if we have these 2 rails going in like this, the problem we're going to run into is that we can't have 2 stations as close together like that. So they are going to have to, this one's going to have to go like one way, this one's have to go another way, or what have you. I mean, this rail right here will run straight into this track, which is fine. But that one right there, we can't run it right there. So it would have to turn out and go that way, which is completely okay too. So I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to hook this one up to there. So that one's done. And then we need to get to our plastic production area, which is, I believe, over there. I think it's over there. So we need to head that way. So I think I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna start running out this concrete. Yeah, we're gonna have to run the concrete that way, and then we're also gonna have to put a bend on it. Now the idea is that I want to try to keep these as straight as possible. So I want to make long straight runs if I can, and then we can bring the resources to the track itself. Now I don't have a lot of these. I don't have a lot of concrete right now saved up, so this could be interesting. And then I also don't know if we're gonna hit that thing right there. I want to run this out and look. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna avoid this pretty easily. It looks like we could bring it over a hair. Probably go that way, but I don't, one more foundation's not gonna work. So this is actually gonna have to be the outside of that second line going up. So really our foundation's gonna have to be right here going back that way. And then we got to try to make this curve as well. And curving train track, I have no idea. Oh, I think it's gonna be interesting. Okay, so now I need to play with how to make 90s on these. So how do we go ahead and make a perfect 90? How many foundations does it take? Is that a perfect 90? That looks like a pretty good 90. Is that? That looks pretty good. Okay, so a 90-degree took 1, 2, 3, 4. Was it 5? So is it 5 by 5? Like 5 one way and 5 the other? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would say, yeah, I would say about 5. So okay, so that gives us like our nice 90. And then obviously to have it not look like it's falling off, we might need to actually throw some corner actually, are there even corner foundations? I feel like I've gone through this before. Corner up, corner down, but there's actually no corner foundations, is there? Inverted corner up. I guess we could use the inverted corners. And that would make it look like that, but I mean, it's inverted. I don't know, we'll have to see. Okay, so there's that. So it's about 5 by 5. 1 in each direction, and then that'll give us a perfect 90. Okay, so then we can run this straight out. Basically that way, train can go shooting through here. I like it. Okay, let's see if we can't get this line hooked up, and let's actually get a train going. That'd be exciting. Actually, we also need to look at our power. That is something that we have not messed with yet in a while. I need to increase my I need to increase my power so bad. I think we might actually have fuel generators unlocked too, so that might be something we need to do. Okay, so we need to get the 5 by 5 thing here to make this nice 90. So I'm gonna try to figure this out. I'm gonna make sure that we did this right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think this foundation needs to go from like right here. Huh. Doesn't actually curve around. Oh, it's because it's not attached. That's why. Okay, so let's actually bring it from this side then. So if I go from this side, will it connect up right there? Is that like a nice... That looks like a pretty good... That looks like a pretty good angle. This doesn't look like it's quite connected though. So let's go ahead and do 2 sections here, make sure this is actually connected up. Okay, so there's... That doesn't look like it's connected either. Did they all look like that? Oh, they all do look like that. Weird. Why do they look like that? Huh. They all look the same. They're not connected. Well, that's super annoying. I don't know if that's a bug or what. Yeah, that's kind of annoying though. Well, whatever, it is what it is. So we'll just leave it. But that looks like a pretty good 90. Now we need to do the same thing on that side over there. Okay, so you know, actually these 90s actually don't look too bad. I was worried that these were gonna be really hard to get right, but they look pretty good. They don't look too bad. All right, I actually am out of concrete again, so we're gonna have to go ahead and we're gonna have to go grab more concrete. Okay, so I've gotten to, what is this, our Caterium area? Yes. I think we're gonna have to go ahead and lift this up. I think we're gonna have to go ahead and just shoot for... Yeah, we're just gonna have to raise it up. I don't know if that's gonna be too steep. And I don't know if that's gonna be steep enough. I think that'll work. I'm actually kind of curious to see how the track is gonna lay on this, and I'm hoping that this isn't too steep for it, but I think it'll be okay. So we're gonna lift this up quite a bit so that way we can continue going straight that way, and if we need to, we can go over the trees that way and, you know, kind of make this like a better network. I am like seriously out of concrete right now, so my concrete generation was not working while I was gone because I didn't have a storage container for concrete. Yeah, who knew, right? So we're gonna have to kind of wait on that, which is kind of a bummer. But this also gives me kind of an idea of future things, because there's a bunch of ores and resources out here that we could tap into as needed. And then I was also, while I was building this, I was also thinking of the offload system and how we're going to offload everything and get the things to where we need them to go. So I think we're going to work on that a little bit. Let the concrete hopefully generate. And then, yeah, we're going to work on that. So I'm going to try to come up with a system for offloading the train. Now, I'm going to keep it simple, but I think it's going to end up being a little bit more complex than I'm planning. So you'll see in a second. Okay, so right here, I went ahead and that's a long ways down. I set up a floor above our station here, because this is how we're going to, I think, get resources in and out of these things. So we're gonna need a couple things. One of which is we're actually going to need a conveyor floor hole going up, I think, like right there, and then we'll go ahead and do another one right there, maybe. And then conveyor lift Mark 3, let's just say, grab this guy up to there. Now this one, let's go ahead and rotate this around. We're gonna have it go like this, I think. So conveyor belt Mark 3 is just gonna go like that, and then can you not just go right into there? Really? Okay, it's gonna be something like, actually, hold on, can I just turn that bottom one and have it go like 90 straight into it? You know what, I don't know why I'm trying to make this complicated. Why don't we just put it right there, and then just put like a floor hole right here, and then just have this lift go from here into, the floor hole's off like that. Okay, so those are going to be our outputs. Right now, let's run up top. Obviously this stair is not going to be here. This is a proof of concept kind of thing right now. We're trying to figure out how this is going to work, but I think the idea is that we're going to have a conveyor line or two. We might have two. We'll figure it out. But we're going to have a conveyor line essentially running something like this. Something kind of like that, and then we're going to run these onto one belt, and then from that we can put our smart splitters on it and have it essentially go around. We'll probably have it go around this way over here, and then into these containers right here, where we can then smart split, have them go into there, overflow, then we can have an overflow thing go into, I don't know, a resource sink or something like that. I don't know, we'll figure that out. But I'm thinking that's how this is going to work. Now, this is all going to be enclosed as well, so we're not actually going to see any of this part. But I'm thinking that's what we could do to keep this as organized as possible, because I mean, essentially, then every station's only going to have this, and that's all I really have to worry about. Just boop, run straight up, send it onto a line. It comes over here, gets sorted, and then dropped into the applicable container, and then these containers will then be hooked up to our main bus line area. Now, since we are hooking up this station, since we're gonna have a back wall right here, I'm thinking about taking this wall off the back side of this and then stacking containers, lots of containers. That way we have lots of storage from off-site stuff, so that way if, you know, we say we have a backup of something coming in through a train, we can store most of it before we end up tossing anything. So I think that's probably what we're going to end up doing. So we'll probably end up taking the back wall for that, extending this out. We might extend this all the way to attach to the building and kind of see where it hooks up, I think, maybe. Or we might just leave this. We might just leave this and throw like some walls around it, you know what I mean? So you can't really see it. I mean, it might look kind of neat like that, and then have this kind of like open out here. I might actually do that. Instead of enclosing everything, maybe we'll just have like a couple of these segments running, and then up there will be our belts, and then the belts will come around. You know, we'll try to keep it uniform. I don't know. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I'm thinking maybe we leave the train stations open though, and just have this like top part. Might give it more of an industrial look. You know what I mean? And I mean, we could even throw up pillars if we like really wanted to make it look extra industrial. I actually do like that. I think that'll be cool. But this is still, we're gonna have to still like kind of clean this up. So we probably will still take a section of these out and then get these kind of moved up closer into here and then stacked. So we'll probably have like 2 or 3 containers per item. Yeah, that'll work. I think that'll work. I think that'll be cool. So let me go check out my concrete. Let me see if we have any concrete. I think we have to go ahead and do an upgrade. Actually, let's go ahead and get a Mark II. Logistics, production, miner Mark II. What am I missing for that? Oh, I'm literally just missing a drill. I wonder if I have one of those in my storage thing. Let's check the... I have a storage deal in here. What is this? Quantum computer. Very fancy. I don't see one. Okay. Let's go ahead and pop over here. Make a portable miner. And the reason I need a miner Mark II is because our... Actually, do I still have the door back here? Yeah, I do. This guy is actually only a miner Mark I. Oh, shoot. I need another one. What am I doing? All right, miner Mark II. Get this thing sped up a little bit here. We have slugs we could throw in here. We are going to be using a lot of concrete. And you know what? Actually, since we are going to be using a lot of concrete, I'm going to go ahead and get another one of these containers going. I'm going to get like 3 of these containers. And then let's go ahead and speed this line up right here. Awesome. Okay, now we're cooking with oil here. Woo! Perfect. So then we should have plenty of concrete coming in here. So we'll have plenty of concrete for our train track, because that's what we're going to need it for. We're going to need so much concrete for that. And like right now we only have 194. That's not enough to do anything right now. We'll just have to leave it. So speaking of power, kind of going back to that, I don't even have our power even unlocked yet. So we're going to go ahead and select that milestone. I'm going to drop off all the stuff that we need for it in here. We need to go grab some rubber, which we can actually probably make a trip over there anyways. I'm going to grab some reinforced or heavy frames and computers real quick. We get those, and then we'll go take a trip over and grab some rubber. And then we'll get the fuel going, because we're going to probably need that for... We're going to need that for our trains, because, I mean, and, you know, expanding the factory. All right, let's go take a trip over to our rubber area. I think we're making rubber and plastic and circuit boards over there, if I'm not mistaken. So might try to grab a little bit of all of them. This is our old... We made this whole line right here, because this is originally where the train was going to run. The train was going to run right here. And then, yeah, we decided to move it up there and not go this way around. Yeah, no. Yep, we were going to run all the way right there. But that's okay. Now, for these resources over here, to bring those back to the factory, I think what we're going to do is we're probably going to go ahead and set up a, like a truck system, because I want to use the trucks just to use them. They're not necessarily my favorite thing to use, and honestly, I prefer to not use them. I like trains, and then I also like conveyor belts. I honestly just rather do really long conveyor belt things, because they work forever. But I want to have trucks just to say that we have trucks. So I think what we're probably going to do is for systems like this over here, and then once we get into, I think there's some sulfur and stuff like that over here, we'll probably go ahead and set up a line that takes it over somewhere onto our main train area. Or, I mean, we could have a train. We could have a train line coming from right here, looping through, possibly. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. I think we're going to have trucks regardless. We're going to have trucks delivering the resources to the train. But that is a really long way, so maybe a train would be ideal. I mean, we could have a train coming up here, grabbing these 2 resources, just kind of go back and forth like that, and then have another train going out over there. That might actually be kind of cool. We might just do that. And then we can probably utilize some signaling and stuff like that too. You know, I gotta say, I like this little factory area over here. I need to finish up like the buildings and the walls and stuff like that, but I like this little area. I think it came out kind of neat, and you know, it's just a little small area. It does what it needs to do. It's nothing super huge, nothing super amazing, but I gotta say, I do like it. So what do we have going on here? Okay, so we've got some of these. Let's go ahead and take a few. And then let's go ahead and grab some plastic and some rubber, which should be stored right over here. Perfect. Okay, we are good. Can I hit it? Yes. Perfect. Okay, here we go. And voila. Expanded power infrastructure. Fantastic.
Milestone reached. The fuel generator will match power generation to the increased consumption of recently acquired technologies and
Awesome.
buildings.
Yes, it will. Okay.
Additionally, improved conveyor belts and lifts can now be constructed. Caterium scanning unlocked.
Ooh, fancy. Caterium scanning unlocked. And then we also got... I went up 1 too high. We also have the tier 4 belts, Mark 4 belts now too, so that's super exciting. I think those take, what, encased industrial beam? Fantastic, because we have a lot of those. Got a lot of those ready to go. Okay. Now, I can't remember exactly. I know this one is those. Was this one plastic? Like, I'm kind of hoping that this one was plastic. I really need to label these things because I don't remember what this was. Was this plastic or was this rubber? This is definitely one of the items for the things upstairs. Let's pop upstairs and see what I'm missing. Am I missing rubber? Am I missing plastic? I bet you it was no. Screws, frames, pipes, encased industrial beams. Oh, wait, you're not missing anything. It was you. What are you missing? Plastic. Okay. So it had to have been plastic. So we'll go ahead and throw plastic on there. That'll get sucked up and returned into computers. Wonderful, wonderful. But that is going to end it for this one. I'm going to let this obviously run because it's on a server, so we can you know, let this thing run. We will get all of our concrete stockpiled. We'll get a whole bunch of we'll be able to go ahead and finish up our train track, get our first train in here, and then like I said, we might actually hook up another train going that way to bring in the silicate powder and quartz and stuff like that, because why not? Trains are awesome. But this is going to be kind of how we do this for now. Yeah, we're gonna see how this works. Now, there are also other things associated with these with the railway stuff. There's I believe there's like crosses and stuff like that too that we can get, so we'll have to check those out eventually as well. But yeah, that's gonna end it for this one. This is the beginnings of our Grand Spaghetti Station, Grand Spaghetti Central, Spaghetti Station. I don't know, it's gonna be named something like that, and I can't wait. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see trains like going and back and forth. And like I said, I might actually use more trains than I need just to make it look lively, you know? We might actually run just a train going over there, grabbing that stuff, bringing it back, just so we can have like trains constantly coming in and out, doing the station stuff. Like, it's gonna be super cool. But yeah, thank you again for coming out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe, all the fun things. Make sure you hit the bell icon to be notified of future videos, because like I said, this is just the beginning of the train shenanigans. And with that, I will end it. Thank you again. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time.